Hi, this is Dennis with agppro.com, and today we're going to talk about vinyl liners for above ground pools. If it's time to order a new liner and change it, here are some things to consider. Okay, how much do you want to spend is one, of course, and how long do you want the liner to last? Because if you buy the cheapest liner you can find online, you can expect maybe a year, 2 or 3 years out of it. If you actually put some money into it and get a good liner, you can expect 10 to 15 years. So you have to consider, the cost and the value. The value, I think, is the main thing, is because if you spend a little bit more and get a lot more value out of the product, that may be what you're looking for. The other thing you need to know is the difference between mill and gauge. Okay, most of the online liners are sold by gauge, so a 25 gauge is pretty close to equivalence of a 20 mil. A 20 gauge is more like a 16 mil. Okay, so a Doughboy liner in a 20 mil, what they call the 20 mil UD liner, I think is outstanding. You should get 10 years out of it. I know a lot of people have, or more. Okay, so to get something close to that in the gauge category, you need a 25 gauge. Depending on the brand and the quality, a 25 gauge liner I would consider 5 to 7 years. 20 gauge liner, 2 to 3 year liner. And a Doughboy 20 mil UD liner should last you at least 10 years. And the Doughboy 25 mil liners, the expandable 25 mil, people can get a lot longer, 10 to 15 years out of them. So, consider how long do you want to keep the pool, how long do you want it to be before you have to change the liner again. If changing the liner is a very, very expensive thing, meaning maybe you have a deck to tear apart or water to be hauled in, a lot of chemicals, it can get pretty pricey. You don't want to do this every couple of years. Then buy a good liner. Buy a quality liner that will last you. If you're like me, I was more than fine changing a liner every couple of years. It took me an hour, got me a fresh liner. I had no problems going with the cheap liners just because that was my business of installing them, and I liked the fresh look of a new liner. It wasn't any problem for me to put a new liner in. But yeah, if you're paying for installation, paying for water, paying for chemicals, all that stuff, you don't want to do it very often in most cases. So, buy a quality liner. Alright, that's it.